I wouldn't say this is the best film that David Fincher has done, but this is definitely one of his most unique ones that I've seen for a while. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen the Brain Cat, and today I'm going to review the latest action thriller noir film, The Killer. This movie is directed by David Fincher, who directed movies like Seven, Fight Club, and The Social Network, and this movie stars Michael Fassbender and Tilda Swinton. After a fateful near miss, an assassin battles his employers and himself on an international manhunt he insists isn't personal. So I went into this movie completely blind, not knowing any of the trailers. All I know is that this is a new David Fincher film, and Michael Fassbender's in it. Two really talented actors, so I went into the film not knowing anything. All I know is that, of course, this is an action noir film, and I like those types of films, so let's see how this movie goes. And I gotta say, guys, I wouldn't say this is the best film that David Fincher has done, but this is definitely one of his most unique ones that I've seen for a while, because the way that David Fincher directed this film is so riveting and so unique. I would say this movie has some of the best dialogue that I have seen this year with Killers of the Flower Moon. This film has some of the best narration in films that I've seen in a while, and it's really awesome because we haven't got narration in films in a long freaking time, so it's really fresh to see another cool film with a really cool narration. Also, Michael Fassbender. Now, he's a great actor, but unfortunately ever since after X-Men, he hasn't put into great work. But I gotta say, this is definitely the role for Michael Fassbender, because absolutely, he plays this cold-hearted, quiet assassin extremely well in this movie. He hasn't said much amount of dialogue in this film. Most of his dialogue is narration from him, and Michael Fassbender's performance in this film is so well done. And what I love mostly about this film is that this film is mostly a one-man film. Yes, there are some side actors in the film, like Tilda Swinton. She did a good job in the film. There are some other actors that did a good job. But most of this film is Michael Fassbender basically getting out of the situation he is in. And the whole film was very riveting. It's well paced. And with a great performance by Michael Fassbender, this is another great win for David Fincher as a director. The cinematography in The Killer is also really well done. And just to look at this film also looks really fresh and unique. Like, literally when I walked out of this film, I said this movie looks exactly like a graphic novel adaptation. And I found out this movie is based on a graphic novel, so it makes so much sense because this movie looks like a graphic novel in a great way when it comes to the color schemes, the cinematography, and just the overall look of the movie. It shows that David Fincher can adapt things very, very well to the big screen, and I'm really surprised that this movie is coming on Netflix. I think this would have been a great theater experience. Also, the action in this film is very well done, even though I would say it's not really an action film. I feel like the trailers made it out to be an action film because I did see the trailers after this movie. It did make it out that it is an action film. It's more of an action/thriller noir. It doesn't have as much action scenes than you think. There is this one action scene that's really well done though. It is involved with a home invasion. It looked awesome in this film. But what's very surprising about this film is that this movie also has a bit of dark humor, which I was very surprised, and I thought that's very fresh with this film. I thought the dark comedy absolutely worked in this film, and it used it in the most unique way possible, and they put the dark comedy aspects in the right time, and it actually did make me laugh at a couple of moments. But overall, this is a very simple and very unique action noir film. It's not a film that's big or ginormous or trying to be an Oscar-worthy movie. It's just a simple action thriller that I honestly very enjoyed from start to finish. My only issue with the film is the third act. I can tell that the third act has no build-up. It just randomly happens, and then the ending of the movie came and I'm like, wait, that's it? That's the third act of this movie? Probably if I watched this film again, I would appreciate it a lot more, but from that first viewing, I thought the third act was a little bit rushed, and I feel like the build-up wasn't really there. It just happened. But overall, guys, The Killer is another win for David Fincher. This is a really awesome, unique, gripping action noir thriller film that puts me on the edge of my seat. The action's really well done. The dark comedy surprisingly works in this film. Michael Fassbender, this is definitely one of his better performances that I've seen in a very long time. The dialogue's really well done, and this movie looks like a graphic novel in the best way possible. I definitely want to read the graphic novel after this movie and compare it to this film because I thought The Killer is a very original but simple and unique at the exact same time. I'm going to give The Killer an A-. So guys, that is my review for The Killer. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Just let me know in the comments below. And what is your favourite David Fincher film? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for my latest movie reviews and movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.